You ain't never been there for me, so why should I be there for you? Shit, fucking with you get a nigga locked up. I ain't trying to go back and forth with your ass. You gonna help me rob this dude or what? Cause I don't play games. You think just cause you're a white girl with a fat ass, you can talk to a nigga any kind of way? Bitch, you can't. Ain't nobody talking to you crazy. What you mean? Like a nigga on some cheap wine. You got me all the way fucked. Marvin, I swear I seen the inside of that nigga house. He got everything in there. He got a whole motherfucking 90-inch TV. The nigga got at least 30,000 in jewelry. He got a refrigerator that talk to you. I swear. You a lie. I walked by that shit. That motherfucker asked me to sit down and he was gonna fix me something. That's your problem. You be lying. I swear to God. You would know the truth if you tripped. We need this, I'm still on Marvin, don't act like you don't need this money. You behind on child support and you lost that bed in the you don't know what the fuck I motherfucking owe. The next time you pocket watch me, I'ma put you in my pocket. Whatever, nigga. They go to the house right now.
Hey, my boy. Which one of you motherfuckers been liking my girl pictures on Facebook?
First of all, stop calling me boy. I got a name. Secondly, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Oh, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. It seems like every time I leave my crib, she getting calls from niggas, likes on her pictures, comments.
So what you trying to say, man?
I just told you.
Like I said, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Hey, you sure that's your girl, man?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can't tell.
Put it like this. If I find out it's one of you motherfuckers putting likes on her shit, under your profile it's gonna say gone too soon. Rest in heaven, my boy.
See, you can walk it like you're talking, nigga. It's always up with me. Hold on. Let's get that motherfucker. They tried to steal Mr. Refrigerator. Fuck off. Hey, y'all get that nigga. Hey, who that white girl is? I knew I shouldn't have ever listened to your ass. Marvin, hurry up. Hold the door. Let's get that motherfucker, man. Bitch, you almost closed that shit on my motherfucking foot.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
In a world where only the strong survive. I saw Jay at the club. I told her, you talk all that shit on Facebook, but won't say it in my face, though. Man, fuck that bitch. There go your friend.
Bro, what the fuck is you doing?
What you mean what I'm doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Nigga, I'm lost.
Man, don't play dumb. I was going through my girl's phone. I see she got a missed call from you.
Okay, and?
You don't call my fucking girl, bro.
Are you tripping, man? I was just calling her ass about the schedule.
Hey, hold this cane, boy. I don't give a shit what the fuck it was about. Whether it's my ex, my new flex, or my next. You don't call what's mine, nigga.
Yeah, I call whoever the fuck I want to call. You ain't nobody daddy, nigga. Tell him, baby. Whether you're dead or alive, only power decides. The first rule of real American heroes is pay your woman's bills. The second rule of real American heroes is keep your mouth shut and pay your woman's bills. Hey, I got a question. The third rule of real American heroes: make sure all your woman's needs are met. Keep your fucking mouth shut and pay your woman's bills. Any question? Yes, when is it alright for me to go through my woman's phone? Without express written consent, keep your nasty dick beaters off your woman's phone. A world where only stand-up niggas thrive. I'm out here moving and grooving, playboy. I got a big house, I drive nice cars, I got a main, 2 sides, and a drink. G.I. Joe.
I look a mess. I look like a bum. Hold up. Okay. Look like a whole ass bum. Okay, we gonna get this thing. We gonna get it in. Sorry it's late night. Sorry, I apologize. It's extremely late. I gotta go to work in the morning. Very long day. Went on this crazy ass hike somewhere up in Yosemite. Had a good time. Came back. Went to the. I mean, listen. Yeah, I had a good day. Had a good day. Okay. 90 minutes. That's all I got. It shouldn't take me that long to go through everything. So, man, let's get right to it. Michael, we one step closer to $1 billion, y'all. I think it's going to hit 700 million this weekend. I'm thinking 650, 670. This thing's at 700 million this weekend. This is insane. We got a real good shot from Michael hitting $1 billion. There are some problems. There are some roadblocks ahead. Mandalorian Grogu comes out next weekend. It's already projected at around roughly 80 million for the next weekend's a 4-day weekend. It's Memorial Day. So Mando's going to get all the premium good screens. Yeah, Mando could be an obstacle. Overseas, I don't think so. Here in the States, possibly. Domestically, yeah. But look at these numbers. It's already surpassed what I thought it would do to domestically. This thing will do basically $300 million domestically. This thing's on its way to do $300 million domestically. That is insane. I did not think it would do that much domestically. Wow. It's already at 282. I thought 275 was the ceiling. This is insane. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to see this. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is good to hear, man. This is good to hear. Okay. So next week is Mando Grogu. June 5th is Masters of the Universe. I don't think that's going to do anything. June 12th, I believe is... Wait, Scary Movie 6 is June 6th? Toy Story 5 is June. I don't know. I just hope they just let it leg out, man. Just leave it in theaters, let it leg out. But if it doesn't hit $1 billion, anywhere between 8 and 850 is stupendous. I think nobody would be disappointed. Well, no, a few of us would be disappointed, but 800 million, if this thing ends with between 8 and 850, it's a win. I mean, you're going to get a sequel regardless. Man, those domestic numbers, I did not see it doing anywhere near $300 million domestically. That's insane, given all the hit pieces that have been coming out as of late. Matter of fact, another hit piece on the Jackson family. Jermaine Jackson lost a civil case by default judgment, mind you. Default judgment. Oh shit, no, wrong Jermaine. Default judgment. Ooh, child. May 14th, judge entered a default judgment ordering Jermaine Jackson to pay more than $6.5 million to an accuser, Rita Butler, after he failed to respond or defend against a civil sexual assault and rape lawsuit. Wow. Alleging that Jackson violently assaulted her at her Encino home in 1988. 1988. Y'all not tired of these stories? Jackson's legal team was unable to track him down to serve him the lawsuit. After multiple failed attempts, the court allowed Barrett's lawyers to serve the papers via public notice in the LA Times because Jackson completely ignored the lawsuit and failed to have a lawyer appear on his behalf. A default judgment was granted. $6.5 million in damages plus $7,131 in legal and court costs. Okay. This is insane. What year was this again? 1988. Y'all not tired of these stories? Y'all not tired of these stories yet? Y'all not tired of these stories? I'm tired of these stories. This is ridiculous, man. And when this is why believe all, hashtag believe all women is a joke. And for you women that really need help, and when people turn their backs on you, don't be mad at those people that turn their backs on you. Be mad at women like, that have ruined the process for you guys to get, actual justice. So do not get mad at people when they turn their backs on you. You can only cry wolf so many times. But getting back to this is huge, man. Especially those domestic numbers. That's fucking huge. I did not see it doing this much domestically. All right, y'all. We need $300 million. It has not opened in Japan just yet. So, yeah, if this thing, if it tops out at 800, 850, it's a win nonetheless, man. But I think a lot of people want to see it beat Bohemian Rhapsody. But then Bohemian Rhapsody, once again, was in theaters for 6 months. Okay? It's a different time then. So we got to keep that in mind as well. All right? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cages, man. Cages. They belong in cages. All right. So we got Michael out the way. Let's go here. Audemars Piguet. Listen, man, this This rollout Audemars Piguet has engaged in is insane. These people are really crashing out. This is probably as bad as Jordan's. Matter of fact, before we get there, let's go. Yeah, before I change out, let's go here first. Okay, wait. Let me stop this first. Okay, real quick. Michael stuff. I want to cover Michael stuff real quick. Let's go. Has anyone heard this version? The original version of Thriller. The original version of Thriller.
To know how the song Starlight was transformed into Thriller.
We need some starlight, starlight, sun. 'Cause that's the daylight night.
Rod had written a number of songs for the project, and one of them was Starlight. Now, when we started working on the album, the nature of the songs were kind of a pop feel. Off the Wall had been very much an R&B dance kind of vibe. We get a few of these tracks done, and then Michael brings in his songs. Now, at this point, he is starting something in Billie Jean. Suddenly, it becomes apparent, especially to Rod, that Michael is leaning towards a much edgier sound than a light pop record. And Rod recognized Starlight is not going to make it in this direction. And he said, no, we need something that's got this other component of energy and edginess.
On his own?
Yes.
This is great.
He went home, he went to sleep. He said, first thing in the morning, he woke up. Immediately, he said the word Thriller appeared in his mind. He took that creative inspiration and he said, what would a song called Thriller be?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love how great songs just come together just out of the blue. Out of the blue. Okay. Janet Jackson had a birthday. She is officially 60 years old. Janet Jackson is 60 years old. Happy birthday, Janet. She's never looked better, man. She's never looked better. I think she's looking like Rhythm Nation good. Hey, remember when all the Manosphere guys were making videos about her because she had gained a bunch of weight? Remember that? They were dragging Janet for getting fat. She ain't fat no more. This woman is older than all these guys and in better shape. Make it make sense. This woman is 60 years old and in better shape than all those guys that made videos about her a couple years ago. Let's go. I love it.
Never fall
I
sick.
love it. This woman is 60 years old. 60 where? 60 where? Y'all remember they were dragging Janet for being fat. Those same guys that dragged her, they're fat. See how that works?
Love.
See how that works? Wow. Wow. 60 years. 60 where? That's funny. She's 60 years old, man. Where are all the guys at now that was calling her fat a few years ago? Where are they at? I don't see them. I don't hear them. She looks stunning.
No, Camden is different from Indiana, okay? And she ain't been in Gary. When's the last time you been in Gary?
I mean the last time I lived there.
How long?
A few years back.
Lies. Yes, it's really good. To Gary, Indiana.
Yes.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Once again, I need all those black guys that was talking trash on this woman a few years ago when she gained all that weight. I don't hear Y'all not gonna wish this woman a happy birthday?
This is the way we dance, dance.
The big deal, baby. See it.
Deontay who? Deontay who? Love it. I love it. I can't be mad at this. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
You guys all want the same shot?
Yeah. Yes, please. Shut, baby. Hey.
This is Jen.
Are we drinking? Okay. Are we drinking?
Lori, can we get a word first?
Yes, we can,
They're gonna turn
children.
Johnny Gill from House Records.
Greatness. Greatness.
Oh, that's Lorianne.
Once in a lifetime. And we are so blessed to be able to celebrate who God made you and called you to be. You both are one of one. Never ever to be duplicated. You only came once. So now live unconditionally and free for the rest.
They're gonna turn this shit into a house record.
She's a beautiful woman, and I can't wait. No, she's a beautiful, and I can't wait to get to that age because I know I'm gonna be fine because I got something to look forward to. Do a shot, y'all. Here's to Janet. Happy birthday!
I'm just gonna say one sound.
Baby, we can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I just want to know where all those guys that were calling her fat and unattractive and where they at and what are they looking like now? Okay. Do 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 do. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, now we're getting to the AP crash outs. Oh no, wait! Did y'all see what Tommy Mottola did? Nasty work. Look what Tommy Mottola did, y'all. Look what Tommy Mottola did. Tommy Mottola. Oh, what a night! Our Sony Music Grammy parties were the absolute envy of the music industry, and always the hottest ticket in town, but for one reason only, because we had the greatest global talent of all time, and they were always there to celebrate with us. I'm so proud and honored and humbled to have had the opportunity to work with all of them for almost 16 years. It was a true blessing, and it still is to watch them now and all their continued well-deserved success. Nasty work, y'all. Let's see who we all can identify. Celine Dion, Mariah, MJ, Brooke Shields, Jimmy. Is that? I don't want to say that's Jimmy Jam. I don't want to say that. I don't know who these people back here. Is that Tony Curtis? Wow. Brooke looks good. Now, this is before Michael done went left and said Tommy Mottola is the devil. That's crazy. That's crazy. Everybody looks good though. I can't front. But yeah, there's a lot of heavy hitters in this room that night. The algorithm is crazy because why would Tommy did this 2 days ago, man? Listen, Michael brings everybody out. Because listen, I follow Tommy Mottola on IG. He's rarely ever posting. Let me show you let me see what the last thing he really posted. He doesn't really post like that. Let's go here with Martin Scorsese. This was 3 weeks ago. Okay, this was 3 weeks ago. 30 greatest living American songwriters. I want to go over this. I got time. This was 2 weeks ago. Like, he's not a daily poster. You understand? Is that Young Thug? Interesting. We got to go over that. Neil Diamond. This was 2 weeks ago. He's not a big poster like that. Let's go here. When was this? 2 weeks ago. Once again, he's not a huge poster. This is a week ago. Billy Joel. Met Gala. That was a week ago. Yeah, he doesn't post like that. This was 10 hours ago. So from 10 hours ago, this was 2 days ago to a week ago. I just find it odd that you would post a picture of Michael, given Michael's last. A lot of us remember what Michael said about Tommy, and for him to, that's definitely a jab at Michael. It's definitely a jab at Michael. Ain't no other reason why. But okay. Let's go look up the 30 greatest living songwriters. Oh, American songwriters. This should be interesting. Who did this? Okay. Nile Rodgers. Lucinda Williams. Let's see what all of Nile's accomplishments. You just can't. It's too long. It's too long. Good times, everybody dance. My feet keep dancing, dance. He likes his dance in his title, yeah. Yeah, Bernard Edwards died. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah. Listen, you can't. His list is just Daft Punk. You know what I'm saying? He's got too much to list. He's got too much. Lucinda Williams. Let's see. She's mainly blues. Okay, let's continue. Of course, Stevie, listen, I'm gonna stand by what I've said about Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's discography will wash Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. Stevie Wonder's discography will wash Prince. Okay? Stevie Wonder, if I had to take one black American artist to go against the greatest of the whites, I'm taking Stevie Wonder. Not Michael, not Prince, not R. Kelly. I'm taking Stevie Wonder. I'm taking Stevie Wonder against the Elvises, against the Beatles, the Led Zeppelins. I'm taking Stevie Wonder, not the usual picks that y'all would pick. Stevie Wonder washes any black artist discography, bar none. And I said wash. It's not close. Okay? Yes. I don't think y'all Stevie's been doing this thing since he was 14 years old. Not only that, but he's been an inspiration for a lot of artists. He's been a blueprint that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about the blueprint of Stevie Wonder. All of your crooners, that's Stevie Wonder. You can make a case for Smokey Robinson, but Stevie's had a better career than Smokey. He has. Man, Stevie. I'm taking Stevie against them white boys all day long. All day long. What else? I mean, his list is stupid. Right? Songs he wrote, Aretha Franklin, Shaka, and Michael made that. Yeah. Listen. They cover his records, y'all. They cover his records, not the other way around. Stevie doesn't do covers. His songs get covered. Let's not do this. Wow, Jay-Z. I didn't see this one coming. Wow. Jay-Z, huh? Okay. Who is he written for outside of rap? Let's listen here. Did we already catch this already?
Sure other writers gonna relate to this. Come up with the flow first. I'm trying to work out the pockets, and then I'll fill it with words. I went from lukewarm to hot, sleeping on background. We understood I got artillery, lyrical enamel, down. So he's mimicking a horn. But Biggie was so unorthodox that it was like, Jesus. The notorious just, please us with your lyrical. Jazz, black and ugly as ever. And then one word was so powerful. However. Black and ugly as ever. However. Anything he said after that was going to be amazing. Those are little tricks as a writer that, everyone's trying to accomplish to make a word mean more. It's triple entendre, quadruple entendre. That's when I feel like I'm at my best. I'm always writing. It never goes off. Teenage years, my mom had got me this notebook, and I was just writing, and it would be sideways and slanted and just like a mess. And I was writing really small because I didn't want anybody to read what I was writing. And as I moved further away from the house, it was hard to hold these things. I had to retain these thoughts. I didn't write anymore. And I would lose so much great material. All the material that's on Reasonable Doubt was pretty much already in my head. You can pin yourself in the corner and say, I'm gonna write a song about, alcohol. A lyrical exercise is a better example. So now I'm just gonna take all these references, about bars and sit-ups and chin-ups and things, and I'm gonna make it make sense, and it can't be corny. Bring your squad, bicep, triceps, and quad. When you take them and you tie it behind your back, that's a challenge. But it's a challenge as a writer that you relish and you want. A big yacht, the Lexus, bragging about money. Those are props. That's not the engine. That's not the emotion that my music is running on. The foundation of the struggle,
Does he have one more album in him? Does he have another 444 in him? Because if it's not 444 Jay-Z, then stop putting out music. Don't even think about putting out any more music. Y'all saw what happened to LL Cool J. He did a song for the Grammys, I believe, or some awards show, and it was trash. Don't be like LL. Leave on top. If Jay ain't got another 444 in him, don't put out no more music, man. Don't tease the people with another album. If you're not gonna just say what it is, and you know what I'm saying, no more struggle, no more coke rap, none of that shit. No more money talk. Sir, people are paying $5 a gallon for gas. You need to be able to read the room and come out with something that's relatable to the people, because you've been wealthy for a very long time. And we're going to get into, the wealth of Jay-Z real quick, just real briefly.
I'll fight to be recognized in a country that doesn't see us in that light. When you walk in the room, you ain't walking in just a solo. You represent the history of what's been done in this country. And
what you say?
You don't have to be all rich man problems. It's every second of the day, but it's there.
You want to hear
air?
You want to hear?
No, but I like
Jeff
that metaphor.
Bezos'
It's
problems?
air was really good. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna put that one in my pocket for later.
Y'all want to hear Jeff Bezos' problem? I don't want to hear problems no. Let me see. Let's go here. Oh yeah, okay. Come on, let's go here. Let's see what she's talking about.
Is inclined to follow the rules, and that's the most important thing. Yeah, I didn't go through the academic route Mostly, I think I just spent, when I was learning music, listening to other artists, listening to their records just constantly. I remember having a meeting with the record company guy in LA once, and he said, I think you need to go back to the drawing board because none of your songs have bridges. I did, and I still do love standard songs. I just wasn't writing that way. Sometimes something will just kind of tumble out. Like Change the Locks was kind of like that. I remember driving in my car in between whatever towns, that song just came to me. The rhythm of the driving, you know. And I was really pissed off at this guy. I had to get it out of my system.
Okay, Taylor
Well,
Swift.
Lake Charles, I labored over for quite a bit longer. It's a lot more challenging writing about someone who has been broken and suffering. You don't want to be pointing the finger at them or anything, you know. You want to present them with empathy. Talented. This guy came up to me and said, I want to know how to write songs like you do. Tell me how you do it. I thought, well, what can I tell him in a shortened form, you know, that's going to make a difference maybe? And I said, okay, well, the first thing you have to do is be willing and able to look way down deep inside yourself into those dark corners that you maybe don't feel comfortable looking at. And I said, you got to be able to do that though. And he stopped for a minute and he looked at me and he said, I don't think I can do that. And it just broke my heart. I find myself alone. I Can Find Me. It's actually about the beauty and power of songs and songwriting. It could be anywhere, anytime. When the muse hits, has to find you wherever you are. It will find you wherever you are.
Okay, this is good. Okay, let's listen to the Master Niles. Wait. Let me stop. Let me get back to him. Yeah, his discography.
Great songwriter. I go, whoops. No, I'm not. I'm a pretty good song rewriter because the first idea I have, ding, dance, that's not the hook. Terrific, in my mind, idea to start with. But by the time I finish with it, I've rewritten it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. So that's how I think of myself, that I'm an arranger. And because of my arrangements, they become the foundation of the song. Freak was because we didn't get into Studio 54. The guy at the back door slammed the door in our faces and told us to fuck off. After that, we went home and wrote Fuck Studio 54. I went to this club called the G.G. Barnum Room. And that particular night was not just a heavy trance night, but for some reason, I guess they were having a Diana Ross look-alike kind of night.
And you wrote that song for Diana Ross. We know the story well, sir. Continue.
So I was standing there at the urinal. You know, it was like one of those trough kind of urinals where like 8 or 9 dudes could stand at the trough. I just happened to look to my left and see like 6 or 7 deep Diana Rosses. And I look to my right and I see 6 or 7 deep Diana Rosses. And I get so excited because this is the first star we ever worked with. I ran out because, you know, it was the days of pay phones. We didn't have cell phones yet. I says, write down, I'm coming out because I know I'm going to get drunk and forget. I'm telling you, if we do this, the gay community alone will buy 1 million records to have Diana Ross go, I'm coming out. So many people were sampling our songs. I heard Rapper's Delight. I could tell it wasn't us right away. That string fall off came right from our record, right from Good Times, and I could spot it a mile away because I had to pay for the guys from the New York Philharmonic to play on my record. This whole concept of sampling became a thing. Records are made all the time from other people's records. It's actually just their way of making records now. Public Enemy were the first people to turn me on to it, and I've been fans of that process ever since, but I want to keep my art form alive.
So which one is it, Niles? You want to keep your art form alive, or you want to open the door for theft? Because that's all it is theft. You know, legal theft, right?
So, you know, Chic, we're still totally old school. We go in like a regular band and just jam.
We are family. Get up, everybody, and
man, that Fender's been through some things. I love it. Okay, let's continue. Once again, Stevie Wonder. I'm taking him against all the way. All the way, guys. Paul Simon. I had no problem with this. I had no problem with Paul Simon. Taylor Swift. Is it too early for Taylor Swift? Is it too early for Taylor Swift? Is she too young? Does she deserve to be on this list? Once again, this is the 30 greatest living American songwriters. Living, keyword living, not dead or alive, not greatest of all time. Living. Okay, let's go. What's she talking about? Oh, wait, let me pause. Hold up. Pause. Damn it.
Mad at my parents.
Okay, wait.
Like, I don't care if people hate this because I love it so much, was when I wrote the song Love Story. When I was 17. Sitting in my bedroom. Mad at my parents. Because they wouldn't let me go on a date with a guy who was too old, so I shouldn't have been on a date with him anyway. And this is why you need to discipline your kids, because they might write songs that go number one. It's still such a mystery to me. I've been writing songs for so long, and they never quite happen exactly the same way, and I still don't quite understand how it works. I have this very strong opinion that when you're young, you feel things on such a intense and detailed level. There's an attention to detail when you are like 17 to 22 years old and you're longing, or you're reaching and grasping but never holding. And I've always tried to, like, without being a completely unhinged adult, keep that level of detail and intensity when it comes to trying to describe a feeling. I have little phonetic things. I love alliterations. I love, two words that start with the same letter. Love that. I don't like to have a word end with the same letter that the next word starts with. I really gravitate towards juxtaposition and polarity in a line. Because ultimately, like, we are all filled with these kind of battling features and factors that make up our jagged personalities. Big reputation, Criticism has been a huge fuel for me. It's been a huge jumping off point, like a creative writing prompt or something. There are so many songs in my career that would not exist, like Blank Space would not exist if I hadn't had people being like, here's a slideshow of all her boyfriends. However they feel about themselves and their life will be projected onto how they perceive you. A public person who makes art is a mirror ball. And that's part of why I've been able to keep my wits about me through all this, because I know that can make these kind of like shockingly vulnerable confessions within a song by being like, I've never been a natural. All I do is try. And you say that at first, and I remember writing that and being like, oh my God, this feels like, do you want to say this? And I'm like, actually, I feel like a lot of people feel that way. That always overrides my discomfort if a line feels too true, because I don't really think that there's anything that's too true.
Okay, I'm rocking with it. I'm with it. Brian and Eddie Holland. Okay. These are old school guys. What did they do? Okay. Missy Elliott. Yeah, I can't be mad at Missy. Lionel Richie. Listen, Lionel Richie versus R. Kelly is the only discussion I want to hear. Lionel Richie versus R. Kelly. Now you can have Babyface fight for third position, but Lionel Richie versus R. Kelly. That's it. Babyface is distant third. I like Babyface. Babyface has some smashes, but it's Lionel Richie versus R. Kelly all day, every day. That's it. That's the only discussion I want to have. Okay. Every Commodore's record is because of Lionel Richie. I don't care what y'all say. The little short black dude, I hear you, but what happened to the Commodores after Lionel left? Okay? The Commodores we're a different band without Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie was getting 100 racks a song to write for other people in the 70s. In the 70s, 100 racks for songwriting. You be an idiot to stay with the Commodores. Y'all can have Brick House. I'm gonna go write for Linda Ronstadt and God knows whoever else. Are you kidding me right now? Ooh, Babyface can fight with Burt Bacharach. No. Burt Bacharach versus David Foster. Babyface is distant third. Sorry. Nope, I'm sorry. Burt Bacharach versus David Foster. Lionel Richie versus R. Kelly. Babyface can fight with okay, how about this? Babyface can fight with Smokey Robinson. Yeah, is that fair enough? Smokey versus Babyface. David Foster versus Burt Bacharach. Linda Perry versus... Ooh, I think Linda Perry is probably the greatest female songwriter. That's Linda Perry all by herself. And then Lionel Richie with versus R. Kelly. Okay, you say Burt all day. Hey man, Burt Bacharach, man, that's God tier level. Hey, David's no slouch. You know what I'm saying? I like when we had these conversations. I like this. You said Babyface, bruh. You don't know music. I'm sorry. No, you don't know songwriting. Sorry. Nobody would ever say. Nobody with real listen. No one's picking Babyface over Lionel Richie, dog. No, not a real person with an ear for music. Nobody's picking Babyface over Lionel Richie. Please stop this. Don't do this, sir. Please don't do this. The Dream, not enough. Nope, not enough. He hasn't done anything in the last what's his last significant big hit? Doesn't have enough longevity. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you Umbrella, but listen, Lionel was giving you umbrellas in the 70s and 80s all day long. You know what I'm saying? Smokey was giving you umbrellas in the 50s and 60s all day long. Sorry. Dolly Parton. This is a no-brainer. Young Thug, y'all. Now, this is interesting. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. Let's take a listen to, or let's take a, okay. Should hip hop be melodic? Should hip hop be structured? Right? Okay, let's see. The ubiquity created ample opportunity for a post-structural dissenter to come along. In stepped the Atlanta surrealist Young Thug, whose main gift is songwriting, has been his ease with dismantling its norms. Rap music had become accepted and palatable. Young Thug made it wild again. This is in part attributable to his fully improvisational approach. Young Thug is the bastard. Is the son of Old Dirty Bastard. Young Thug is the son of Old Dirty Bastard. Approach to song construction, writing nothing down. He wasn't alone in that approach, but he became the rapper whose off-the-dome exaggerations were impressive, not for how close they come to tightly stitched written verses like those of his idol Wayne, but rather for how they appear to defy composition altogether. During his Titanic mixtape run in the early 2010s, he became the genre's signature eccentric rapping and free associative howls and chirps. If his music bends to any tradition at all, it's to the great soul yelpers of the 50s and 60s. Little Richard is all over Thug's music, as are the ecstatic breakdown segments of old James Brown numbers and maybe the bluegrass yodelers of decades prior. This is a pretty good assessment. I like this. Thug has an easy way with melody when he chooses, but he's just as interested, maybe more so, in the nonsensical interjections of emphatic ad-libs that most rappers are a side dish. Here's Young Thug on Harambe, representatively bizarre number. My diamond's yellow like a corn, double R at the prom. Lines stop and start somewhere before the natural meter of a rap verse would soon seem to demand. Then at the chorus, he sounds as if he's vomiting a whole barrel of crude disgusted. There is that sense that great songwriting must revert to the mean. That is a celebration of form and propriety. but Young Thug's dazzling dyspepsia of an argument for the opposite, a contention that some styles have reached their natural end and that only an alien can see a way beyond. It's as if Young Thug dissolved a fully formed. Man, you know what? This is a deep breakdown. This is a deep breakdown. Wow. Okay. Let's continue. Diane Warren versus Linda Perry for the greatest female songwriter of all time. That's a heavyweight knockdown, drag out fight. Diane Warren versus Linda Perry. Josh Osborne, Brandy Clark, Shane McNally. This is Nashville. Okay, that's country. Let's go here. Let's listen to them. You want to listen to them? Let's listen to them.
And if you're lucky, one of them gets cut. If you're lucky, it is so much about the process. It's very collaborative. It's very getting in rooms with other writers, finding ideas from each other, getting inspiration from each other. That's why I still love the
Did this man just ask who is Linda Perry? Lord have mercy.
process and the showing up, 4 days a week and trying to come up with something.
There's a great scene in the movie Walk Hard where Dewey Cox, his wife and he are having this big fight. And he says,
Okay, all right, that's fine. I get it. You're innocent and I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
and she goes, don't you dare write a song right now, Dewey. And that's exactly how my husband feels because he'll be talking and I'll glaze over and he'll be like, are you writing a song? This is our life.
Might let pride get in the way.
It's so intimate to write a song, and you have to trust the other person pretty quickly. I mean, people tell Brandy their secrets the first time they meet her.
Within 10 minutes.
She knows everything. I'll find myself...
Okay. Shout out to them. Fiona Apple. Ooh, now if you're going to put Fiona Apple, then you better have Alanis Morissette. You better have Alanis Morissette, man. You cannot have Fiona Apple and then not have Alanis Morissette. Oh, no, this is disrespectful. So in 30 years, Fiona Apple has released only 56 original songs on 5 albums. So then why is she here? Why is she here? Fiona Apple over Alanis Morissette? Man, listen, what was it called? Jagged Little Pill? Oh my God. Her whole run was, oh no. Babyface, of course, Babyface is here. There's, no debate. There's nothing wrong with that. We all love Babyface, but
Working hard writing sad songs. I wrote all these sad songs throughout junior high school and high school. Puppy love, it's the strongest kind of feeling you can have. It's because it's new and you think you're gonna die. 4-track and didn't have a studio, so to say, so I would be in my closet with a 4-track and some speakers and recording the demos there. You'd have the verses and you would be able to have the peak with the bridge, and that was the best thing about, I think, the late 80s and 90s music is that you used to have bridges. Bridge exciting, get to the next level. Whether it's a Whitney Houston or you go with Aretha Franklin and Boys to Men where, you demo the record and then they come in and they take it to a place you didn't know it could go to. When I was younger, I heard a song that blew me away. It was The Fifth Dimension, One Less Bell to Answer. I wanted to rewrite this song. I wanted to write something that felt like that. Karen just happened to be there at the time when I came up with it, and she was too young for it in that sense. Same, not gonna cry. Andre Harrell came to me and said, it's good, but this isn't for Mary. That's not who she is. About every other female that goes through that. In terms of writing music, writing songs, it's the pain that excited me. And Tony Sisters, I heard.
Listen, I will never shit on Babyface, but listen, in my eyes, it is Lionel Richie versus R. Kelly. Babyface can go fight it out with Smokey Robinson or somebody else, but I'm just saying.
This pain in her voice, and that's when I was excited. I was like, oh, I can work with her.
Sir, no one is disrespect. So you're telling me, you're going to sit here and tell me that Babyface is a better singer-songwriter than R. Kelly and Lionel Richie? Is that what you're telling me right now? You're telling me Babyface has more hits, bar for bar, than R. Kelly and Lionel Richie. Come on, don't do this, man. So out of those three, you're actually gonna put Babyface over R. Kelly and Lionel Richie? I don't think y'all understand. Some of y'all telling me y'all ages right now, or you're telling me you're not very well versed in music history. I'm not understand. No, sir. No. Babyface is no, not over R. Kelly and Lionel Richie.
Saying exactly everything that the women want to hear. I knew exactly.
Sir, you said Lionel Richie? How old are you, Money Mar? Wait, hold up. Money Mar, how old are you? Respectfully, I'm just asking. How old are you, sir? I'm just telling you how I see it. You know what I'm saying? But Money Mar, how old are you, sir? How old are you? Because there ain't no way in hell you gonna sit here and if you're close to my age talking about Babyface over Lionel Richie. Nigga, Lionel Richie, the 70s was him. He owned damn near a decade. What do you mean? Do you realize who all Lionel Richie has written for? I guess he gotta be. Shit. Talking about Babyface over Lionel Richie.
What I was doing. Thank God, it has changed. That women are far more independent, and they don't look for songs like Soon As I Get Home. Somebody to save the day for them. They can save themselves.
You're 47, and you really sat here and said Babyface has a better catalog than Lionel Richie? How? I'm not understanding how you come to that conclusion. That's insane, man. That's insane.
So being romantic today is a little different than being romantic in the 90s. That the idea of love is dead? No. Love sounds different today. We're fighting a different war for emotion because the internet and social media and everything is taking a lot of the soul out of everything.
Listen, I'm not listening to y'all. Y'all talking about Babyface over R. Kelly. Man, please stop.
And when you take away the innocence, you take away the romanticism, the imagination of love, of sex, everything. Love has.
When happy people comes on the radio, motherfuckers get up and dance to start 2-stepping. Please don't do this. No one's picking Babyface over R. Kelly. Stop this. Stephen Merritt. Let's see who else we got. Romeo Santos, Dominican Cats. Carole King. Carole King deserves to be here. Okay. Outkast. Interesting. Outkast. I wouldn't have never thought about them in that way. Interesting. Mariah Carey. Okay. I could see that. Come on, Mimi. Talk to me.
I'm a singer-songwriter from the very beginning. I write my own songs. I produce my own records. But it's still hard for me to say, yeah, I think I'm so good at songwriting. It's really hard for me to do that. See, if I said something like that, that would make me sound arrogant, and I don't want still the same. I remember one time my mother said to me, don't say if I make it, say when I make it. I would sit in with her musicians. I was probably like 9 at that point. That's when I really picked up what creating something was. The poetry came first, and then I started like adding little melodies. There's a pen involved. There's voice notes involved. There was an occasional thesaurus. I mean, I can get a little lofty with all that. Me and Jermaine, it's in a sandbox when we're in the studio writing. I ain't gonna cry. Be my baby. 'Cause you'll always be my baby. Fantasy? No, I knew it was big. car listening to it. Even before the remix happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this.
Go back
That's one of my favorites.
fire.
There's just something about ODB's voice.
It surprised everybody. People believed that you were some shy girl in a castle tower.
Well, I was in a castle tower. Did I want to be there? Not really. Well, there's some songs that I've written and I started on the piano. I will just play a little bit. And that happened with All I Want for Christmas Is You. Let's say he was being. What I tend to do is take that moment and go by myself. When it's one of those heartfelt kind of moments, I really like to be alone and pour my heart out onto the page.
I saw recently you said that you feel like the Grammys have scammed you.
They have. I do believe that I'm a seasoned songwriter. I've had this career for a long time, and we've had hits and all the things. But I'm not sure exactly how to say, okay, this is what I need them to tell me as a songwriter to have a pat on the back.
Okay, let's continue. Willie Nelson, that's a no-brainer. Kendrick Lamar, Jesus Christ, what? Wow. Okay. All right, Kendrick stand up. I don't see how, but okay. Valerie Simpson. Yeah, Simpson, Ashford and Simpson, right? Nick died a few years ago. Okay, fair enough. Bob Dylan. The times are changing. Yeah, okay. Let's see who else. Lana Del Rey. How? She's been, I don't know. I wouldn't put her on this list. The Dream. Someone said The Dream. Here you go. Somebody said The Dream. Okay, here you go. He's not in my top 10. But here you go. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, that's another no-brainer. Bad Bunny, I guess, okay. Bruce Springsteen, fair enough. Smokey Robinson, here y'all go. This is Grandpapa, right? Okay. So that was 30. That was 30? Really? That was 30. Let me count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't know.
12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's 30.
To find a new way.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No Linda Perry. Wow. No Linda Perry. No Alanis Morissette. No Joni Mitchell. Wow. Oh, is this list valid? Oh, no. No, this list is not valid. No, sir. This list is not valid. Look at this. Let's see who all they left off. So this person says, for example, Madonna wrote a lot of her own stuff. I put her ahead of Mariah Carey. Norah Jones isn't on the list. Neither is Alicia Keys. That's a good point. But Young Thug and Lana Del Rey are. I don't think I know one Lana Del Rey song, and it's a cover of a Sublime song. No Tom Waits, no John Fogerty, no Billy Joel, Bruno Mars. Wow, good. These are good picks. Fiona, nah. Where's Prince? Oh no, no, can't. He's living. Keyword is living. Missy is fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda. This is the guy that did the Lion King soundtrack. And he did the another Disney soundtrack. Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda. This is the Lion King guy right here. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay. No Paul McCartney, no Jimmy Webb, Elvis Costello, no Neil Young. Yeah, this list ain't certified. Now let's get to Lionel Richie, because this disrespect. Y'all not gonna disrespect Lionel Richie, goddamn it. Not on my motherfucking channel. Shit, do we go to the greatest hits? I mean, how many number ones did he have? 5 number ones. Oh my God, The Endless Love. Was that off the what soundtrack was that for? It was the Brooke Shields movie, yeah. The little kids that was naked, swimming naked in the water, and they grew up and had a kid on the island. They got lost or some shit. Come on, man. He wrote for Kenny Rogers. He co-wrote "We Are the World." Man, let's not do this, y'all. Y'all not gonna sit here and put Babyface over no goddamn Lionel Richie, man. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Let's see who all did Lionel write songs for? Kenny Rogers, Michael Jackson, Temptations, Enrique Iglesias, Diana Ross. Let's not do this. Songs written by Lionel Richie. Commodores. He wrote Brick House. Okay. Right. Easy. Yeah, Commodores. He did that. Yeah, I know. Flying High, Commodore. Yeah, he did that. The Cheetah Girls. Yeah, he did that. Okay. Right. He wrote for the Temptations. Okay, there we go. Oh no, another Commodores. Yeah, he did that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sure. Kenny Rogers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's Enrique. Okay. Right. Still Commodores. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh my goodness, let's not do this. You're not gonna play these games with me, man. You're not gonna do this. Lionel Richie. What all awards has he won? Oh my God. You really want to do this? Okay. He's won an Academy Award for Best Okay, what is this? So he's got Academy Awards. Got Grammy for Song of the Year in '86, Kennedy Center Honors, Grammy Award for Album of the Year, Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song, Country Music Award, American. Man, come on, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't come in here talking about you're putting Babyface over fucking Lionel Richie, man. Stop. You know all these mainstream stream hits that Lionel Richie has? Give me the mainstream Babyface hit. Give me the white song from Babyface for white people. That's how I'm gonna shut y'all up. Give me the white song that Babyface wrote for white people. Give me the song that white people play by Babyface. Go ahead and use your Google, use your ChatGPT, use your Gemini, use Safari, use Brave, use DuckDuckGo. I'll wait. Give me the song that white people play from Babyface. Give me the song white people play from Babyface at their weddings. And I'm talking white people. You know what I hear at white people weddings? I hear Lady. I hear Endless Love at these white weddings. Give me the white song Babyface that white folk play from Babyface. Sir. Cuz, man, they coming in here with that bullshit, man. they coming. No. Sir, give me the mainstream hit from Babyface. And when I say mainstream, the records that white folk play. Okay. Y'all come in here with the nonsense, man. You can like who you like, but the fact still stands. Shit. fuck out of here, man. This man got EGOTs, man. Stop this dumb shit. Please stop this, man. Stop this. Stop. This man's got EGOTs. He's got, oh my God. Okay. He's got Academy Awards for Best Original Song for The Color Purple, White Nights, Endless Love. Oh no, he's won for White Nights. He's been nominated 3 times. 3 Academy Awards. He's been nominated for Best Original Song. He's won 1 for White Nights. Okay. Got a bunch of American Music Awards. Who cares about BET Awards? Billboard Music Awards for a country album. Okay. Golden Globes for Best Original Song for White Nights. He's won for Best Male Pop 83. And Album of the Year, Producer of the Year, Non-Classical, and Song of the Year. Fuck out of here, man. Don't do this. Yeah, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What? Don't do this. Once again, give me that song that Babyface that white people play at their functions. Okay. Y'all still need help? Still need time? Still need time? No? Yeah? Still need time? Okay. Just asking questions, man, since we're here. Y'all open up these can of worms and I'll give you what you're asking for. Okay, real quick. Where was that? I was looking for something. Wait. Okay, let me go to my email and find that Jay-Z thing real quick. Let me find, did I delete it? I probably did. I sure did. Damn it. Yep, I deleted it like a dummy. I deleted it. Oh, here we go. Now I found it. This is what I wanted to talk about. Jay-Z real quick. Jay-Z's watch collection is insanely, it's stupid. It's ridiculous. So, real quick, I want to go over one of Jay-Z's watches real quick. So, standard Rolex has about 200 moving parts. The Patek Philippe on Jay-Z's wrist at the Met Gala has 1,580. Patek spent 8 years designing it, then over 100,000 hours building the first one, about 11 years straight of someone working. That's 24 hours a day, no breaks. It's called the Grandmaster Chime, the most complicated wristwatch Patek has ever made. The inner mechanism alone has 1,366 parts. It fits in a circle smaller than an Oreo cookie. The outer case adds another 214 parts, and the case alone took 4 years to design. In watchmaking, the complication is just any function beyond telling you the time. Most watches in the grand complication category have between 5 to 7. This one has 20. When it launched, no wristwatch in history had combined that many. It tracks the phase of the moon, accurate to 1 day's drift over 122 years. It also has 5 different ways to chime. One that automatically rings the hours and quarters, one that rings only the quarters, one you press a button to hear the current time, one that rings whatever alarm time you set, and one that chimes today's date on demand. The last 2 had never existed in any watch before. Both were invented by Patek's own president, Thierry Stern, a trained watchmaker himself. The chiming makes this watch nearly impossible to copy. Inside each one are tiny coiled steel wires called gongs. A single watchmaker shapes and tunes each gong by hand, testing every note with their own ears. Just putting one chime mechanism together takes 200 to 300 hours. Then the watch goes into a soundproof chamber where the chime gets recorded and compared against decades of past Patek chimes. Only then it is brought to Thierry He listens. If he doesn't like the sound, the watch goes back, sometimes more than once. A rejected watch can take 500 hours of rebuilding before he approves it. This watch holds 4 power springs in total. One is dedicated to the chimes alone, separate from the spring driving the time. Inside the mechanism is a ball bearing 7.2 millimeters wide. It holds 7 steel balls, each 0.3 millimeters across, smaller than grains of fine sand. They handle 1,700 millimeters of twisting force from the chime springs without slipping. The case has 11 holes drilled through it for buttons and pushers, and somehow none of them ruin the chamber that lets the chimes ring out clearly. The case itself flips around to show either of its 2 dials. Fewer than 5 workshops on the planet can build something at this level. Patek Philippe is the one all others measures themselves against. Jay-Z's versions list at $6.5 million. The unique steel version sold for $31 million at Christie's in 2019. It still holds the record for the most expensive watch ever sold at auction. And this is it. That is it. Okay? Now, whether you believe he could actually afford this watch or it was not given to him, loaned out for press, is up for a debate. Okay? It's up for a debate. Okay? Okay. That's what I was looking for. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So I covered Michael Audemars. Oh, no. Let's go to AP, y'all. This AP thing is getting crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy right now. Look at this shit. For a watch that costs basically $400, a pocket watch. Let's go. That man just sprayed the hell out that mace. So, once again, nobody's worried about the price of affordability. Is that even a real thing? Are people really hurting? Because I can't tell. I can't tell if people are really hurting economically because this shit is all over at damn near every Swatch store all across the world. Let's go. This is LA. Let's go to LA. Let's go to LA.
Swatch times AP collab. Look at this line. Crazy.
Yo, nobody was going this crazy for the Moon Swatch, the Omega Swatch collab. Nobody was losing their minds over that. People are losing their minds over AP Swatch collab. I don't expect people to get it. I just don't. I won't even bother explaining why this is a big deal. It just is what it. Either you get it or you don't. That's the best way I can describe it to y'all. Either you get it or you don't. Let's go here. What is this? Okay. So for those that need understanding of what this thing is, let's go here.
Ceramic watch. And this is an actual ceramic watch. But are they actually the same material? This is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Black Ceramic in 34mm. Both start with the same thing, zirconium oxide ceramic powder. What happens next is where they completely diverge. Swatch blends it with a type of recycled polymer plastic, so the result is lightweight, slightly flexible, and feels closer to plastic than anything else. For their ceramic Royal Oaks, AP takes the same powder, combines it with a specialized industrial binder, then fires it above 1400 degrees Celsius and compresses it into a solid block. The result is a material 5 to 7 times harder than stainless steel and almost impossible to machine. AP has to use diamond-tipped CNC tools just to cut the Royal Oak's octagonal bezel, bracelet links, screw holes, and caseback threads. And of course, you find the same alternating brushed and polished finishing AP applies to every Royal Oak. That's why ceramic Royal Oaks are such a big deal. Technically, it's one of the hardest watches AP makes. So yeah, same starting point, but these two timepieces have basically nothing in common beyond that. One's for the queue outside Swatch right now, the other is already available at WristCheck. DM us to make it yours.
Okay. So now you understand what the differences are. Once again, the desire for this watch is insane. So let's go here. $400. Oh, no. Let me go back. Okay, all right. So AP filed trademarks for the Royal Oak's octagonal bezel in Japan and then in the U.S. Both courts said no. Now, if you got to go back in time, remember Ray J had a watch for sale using the same octagonal shape, and then AP sent him a cease and desist saying you're stealing our design. Stop it. That was a few years ago. That's quite a while ago. Okay. As of right now, the U.S. and Japan have said they cannot patent the shape of the bezel. Okay. So the court said people recognizing this watch because of the branding, not the shape. The most copied watch shape in luxury history right now has zero legal protection. This is why they're flooding the markets with the Swatch collab. Let's continue. Let's see. Over 90% of AP's $2.6 billion in revenue comes from one watch. Once again, over 90% of AP's $2.6 billion in revenue comes from one watch, the Royal Oak. Every other model they've launched quietly flopped. The resale market has been sliding, clones are multiplying, and the cultural heat is fading. One product carrying the whole company with no legal shield in a cooling market. That's when the watch call was made, because Swatch is looking to buy AP. Swatch is looking to buy AP, and this is the one step in that direction. Okay, they're looking to acquire AP, and I think they eventually will in the next few years. But let's continue. This deal only happened because AP hired a new CEO in 2024 from Procter & Gamble. So all you goofball, I hate to say Black Americans that running with this false narrative that Olivier Audemars is running, he runs nothing. Okay, he runs nothing. Him and his sister only own 40% of Audemars. The other 60% is owned by a conglomerate, and they make the decisions. Not Olivier. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. A traditional watch CEO would have killed this collab on sight because the entire industry runs on one belief that exclusivity must never be touched. That's why Rolex is king. Rolex makes 1 million watches a year, but you wouldn't know that because they purposely starved the market. They created this scarcity, this Rolex scarcity. It's not real. It's contrived, right? They make 1 million watches a year, yet no one can get them like that. Okay, let's continue. Here's why this one collab is quietly solving. A $400 watch with the official AP name makes every knockoff irrelevant overnight. Right? Why buy a fake when the real brand already plays in that range? And they made it a pocket watch, not a wristwatch. That's not a creative decision. It's a legal wall. No court will say consumers confuse a $400 pocket watch with a $40,000 wristwatch. Okay. AP lost in court because they couldn't prove people recognize the Royal Oak shape without the brand name attached. Now picture thousands lining up outside Swatch stores worldwide specifically for that octagonal shape on a product that barely mentions the AP name. Okay, that cue isn't a marketing moment. It's a legal exhibit for the next trademark filing. They built a consumer survey disguised as a product launch. Okay, a global sellout collab reminds the market that this brand still has cultural pull, and that energy flows directly back into the Royal Oak's declining resale value. And AP is donating 100% of their proceeds from this collaboration. The legal cover, the clone destruction, the brand heat, the trademark evidence, all of it lands in their lap, while the public story is that they did it for charity. Okay. All right. Let's continue. That's it. Owners in name only. Exactly. But you can't. You know what I'm saying? That's why the FBA tether argument is so stupid. And he's not black. He's like an octoroon, quadroon. There's nothing black about that man. He has a whole white granddaddy. Yo, Magic, thank you for the 5. Sly, where would you rank Rick Ross on your list of rappers? And are you buying one of these watches? I've said that Ross is a better artist than Biggie, and people got mad, and then they turned into lyrics. I never said Rick Ross was a better lyricist. I said he's a better artist than Biggie. He's a complete artist. Is he? Where did I put him in my? As of right now, you can make a case for him top 40, maybe top 30. He's been consistent for a very long time. He's got a 10-year. He's got a decade in. He's been consistent. He has. I don't think he has any misses project wise. Now you can say maybe triple C's. That project was decent to me. It didn't really move no numbers. I think he dropped the ball with Gunplay. Gunplay, if he'd have toned it down just a tad bit, man, Gunplay lyrically will eat a lot of these guys up, man. Gunplay is so slept on. And I hate that his career didn't go where it's supposed to for whatever reason, whether it's him being lazy or Ross, whoever is to blame for Gunplay not achieving the heights that he should have with given his lyrical ability. But I put Ross at maybe top 40. Now, if you want to put him at higher than that, that's cool too. I'm not going to say you're crazy for it, Yeah. Would I get one of these? Maybe when they bring out the No, I'm not. No, I don't know. Maybe once they bring out the wrist part, so you can pop into the wrist, into the, and make it a complete watch. Maybe. And like I said, they're going to keep making these things. These things will not run out. They're not limited production. These things will keep being made. So I don't get the whole rush to resale when everyone's going to be able to have access to this. Just some people just can't wait and be patient. But this thing's going to be open for everybody. They're going to keep making these pocket watches. You understand? So, yeah, that's my take on that. Let's see. Okay, next out of that, some more crazy AP. Okay, look at this. Look at this resale prices for this. Look at these. This is what they're reselling for. This one, $4,700. This one, $3,600. Why? This one, $3,400. Why? I like this colorway. If I'm going to get one of these, it would be this one. $3,400. Why? This one, $3,300. Why? This one, $3,200. Why? I like this colorway too. This is definitely a go. This is definitely, in the words of Flossie Carter, a major, major, major go. Am I still blocked? What do you mean, how you blocked? Bro, you not blocked? What you talking about? Bro, we see you. Sir, we see you, sir. What do you mean you're not blocked? Why? You have a wrench. Why would I block you? Hold up, let me fix that. Where you at? So a lot of y'all on the backup channel. Okay. Easy fix. So a lot of y'all on the backup. Wait, I guess you are blocked because I can't see you on my other chat. Wait. How did you get blocked, bruh? Okay, let me go into my other page. Hold up. Let me get to the bottom of this, bro. Hold on, bro. How are you blocked? That's insane to me. So let me switch. Let me go to the movie breakdown channel. Let me go into my community. Nope. Okay, settings. Then we go to community moderation. Nope. Is that it? No, it's under. Okay, here we go. Standard moderators. Bro, you're not hidden. You're not blocked. So I don't know what's going on. Nah, bro. You're not blocked. You're not in hidden users. I don't understand why that is. I gotta go back and fix that, bro, or find out what's going on. So my apologies, brethren. But I can see you on my eCam, but I can't see you. You're racist and hate your own people. I can't. This nigga here. Oh, he's trolling you, motherfucker. You know what? Fuck out of here, dude. See what happens when you got too much time on your hands. All right, let me get back to this. This man up here playing with me and shit. Got me all discombobulated. All right. More AP shenanigans. Where we at? AP. Okay, another brawl. Let's go here. Is this New York? This is New York. I believe this is New York. Let's go.
First of all, I want to say Swatch is some fucking liars. Okay, they lied to all of us. We was out here 5 days straight. No shower.
No
barely,
shower.
Barely eating. Barely going to the bathroom. They split the line into 4 lines. They went left. They went right. They went into this little group of section. I don't even know if this is a line. And they missed everybody that slept in the back and laid their head on that concrete. I laid my head on that floor. And they missed everybody.
Get the floor. Get the floor.
And they missed everybody back there. That's some bullshit. They caused this chaos. This was their plan the whole time.
Day morning, we have not left. We have been here, rain, shine, fucking whatever. Have not left this spot, bro. And everybody starts cutting, man. And now Ohio, bro. Now I'm flying home.
That is fucked up.
Ain't got nothing, bro.
Ohio is crazy. That is wild. Free that innocent man. Yo, free that innocent man. He didn't even do nothing.
Arrest for what? Bro, first of all, I want to say Swatch.
Damn, that's crazy, right? Wait. I feel bad for those people, man. Let's go here. Okay. One of my favorite watch creator channels, Jenny Isle. She got her hands on one. Let's take a look at it. You know. Let's take a look together, yo. Okay, let's go.
This is it, the Royal Pop, the collaboration between Audemars Piguet and Swatch that has been discussed to no end online today. We're going to take a close look at this watch. We're going to answer all of your most important questions like how does it feel? What does it look like? Is it trash or not? And what about the pricing? My name is Jenny, so let's get started. Okay, so we have the AP Swatch collaboration here with us in one colorway, one of the many, and we're just going to do a simple but to the point unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. So this was the box it came in.
Okay, the word is they're working on a bracelet for you to pop it into so you can wear it as a wristwatch. Once that comes out, then I would place an order for one of these for sure.
And we've got,
think about it, this is the closest a lot of people are going to come to AP or being able to own an AP. Listen, a basic AP is just an entry level. What's the cheapest? The cheapest between 17 and 30 racks. Most people will never ever be able to afford anything close to this. Okay, so I'm not mad at the AP Swatch collab. That's the closest a lot of people will ever get to owning an AP, anything AP related. Okay. Now you can probably go for a vintage from the 80s and 90s, a quartz timepiece, but nobody wants a quartz, not like that. Right? So you're looking at 17 to 30, maybe 15 to 25. Yeah, that's that. You'll never come this close to. You know what I'm saying? You'll never. This is the closest as most people going to get to owning an AP. I'm not mad at it. Okay, I don't have permission. That's fine. I'm not mad at it. Look, you got, here we go, pre-owned Audemars. See, some vintage joints. Look at this one. This looks good here, right? 18 karat Edward Piguet, 12 racks, 12 and a half racks. Audemars Piguet Millenary, and for ladies watch, 9,300. Like most people will never, ever, ever, ever come close to owning an AP, ever. Right? Look at the Schwarzenegger, 48.5. Right? Tourbillon skeleton. This is the one I believe that DDG has. A tourbillon skeleton. That's 280 racks. Okay. Cheap entry level between 17 and 30. Here we go. Royal Oak offshore chronograph, 37 racks. You can get one, but it's going to be extremely hard. Right? Here we go. Chrono stainless steel, 27.5. Another chronograph, 22. But these are chronographs. You understand? This one here, another Schwarzenegger, 25 racks. Another chrono stainless, 20 racks. Like most people will never ever could this. So I get it. I get it. See, and you could see more value in something else outside of this, and I get it. You know, even if you could afford it, there's better options out there for 30 grand. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Best watches for 30 grand. Let's see what you can get for 30 grand. Jaeger Le Couture, right? For 11 racks. Now, I would not tag my, now we're talking tag. I'm gonna leave that alone. A Longuesson, 24 racks. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's better options for 30 grand than just, you know. Let's go somewhere else. I don't like this page. These are crazy. Look. Nope, I wouldn't pay 21 for no damn Zenith. That's for sure. No. Nope, I wouldn't suggest y'all buy nothing from this page. So let's see. There's another Audemars for 33, a Rolex Daytona for 32. That's all Audemars. There's a Patek Philippe for 32. Another Patek for 35. Here we go, Yachtmaster Rolex for 30. All these Pateks for 32, 33, 34. Rolex Daytona 32. A bunch of Pateks. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's whatever you like, whatever speaks to you. It's whatever speaks to you, because you have to wear it, right? Okay, let's get back to this.
The very nice colorway, the Otto Rosso, but I did not mispronounce this. And yeah, let's just have a first impression. The packaging is all right. I mean, this is a Swatch after all. So this is just a cardboard box, and yeah, you can see the color scheme is also represented here. And you can pull this out with this little tab, and ta-da! There she is. This is like a blush pink, hot pink / I guess some people would call this a red colorway. And I'm just going to take this out of here. I think here in the back you have the, oh, hold on. Oh yeah, like a little booklet. Let's have a look right here. Okay, so you get the, hold on, I'm going to settle this down before you take a closer look. You have a booklet here with the different colors. There you go, you can see all of them here in the back. So yeah, it's 8 in total. And yeah, we have this one right here. Let's get right to the point. I'm not going to waste any more time on the packaging. Let's do that. It comes on this strap that you see here. It's about like the length of my hand. And yeah, let's look at the front first. It does come with a like the plastic covering. You have the crown on top, very like as expected, with the shape that you would expect from an AP Royal Oak. You have the pattern here on the dial. It has these indices that we know from the APs. And yeah, this very much, like, by the look of it, looks like an AP Royal Oak, but feels like a Swatch. Feels very much like the Moon Swatch. The bioceramic is here represented as well. The colors, they do turn out quite nicely. Now that I look at it in the flesh, I can say that this is definitely more a red than it is.
You know what? That's a good point I didn't think about. I could see people getting robbed for this. Yeah, y'all be careful. If you one of the first people to get these, I would say wait a few months to let it flood the market and let more people have at it, because you don't want to get robbed for this shit, man, because you had it first, you know?
Pink. Now, if we turn it over, we can see the back here, and you also have that plastic bitty covering it. What I mean, besides the open case bag, what I really am positively surprised and happy about is that the screws are all aligned with the case. I think Cartier doesn't do that, but I'm not quite sure.
And what she means is, you see how they go in order. The screw position goes in order. You see how it's uniform across. That attention to detail is crazy for a $400 pocket watch. If you see what I'm saying, you see how the screws at the screw point at the angles, they all are in uniform. It's like one giant circle. That's a crazy amount of attention to detail for a $400 pocket watch. Do y'all understand? You know, most people, when they screw this shit, they just screw it. And however the line goes. But these are in sequence. That's insane. That's a very good eye for attention to detail.
Anyways, I really like that they did it here. And yeah, you can see the pop inspired decorations on the base plate. And yeah, that is pretty much it, I would say. We have unboxed it. It is now out in the open. This is... What are you even? Like, what is this being used for? I've seen these press pictures where people were putting them to their belt loops and then they had them as a literal pocket watch. This is so gimmicky. I don't hate it, you guys. I don't hate it. I think it's quite cute. But what is anyone supposed to do with it in a serious way? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. My first impression, to summarize it all in a sentence, is cute but useless. You know,
I paid €1,000 for it.
Yeah, Kai just got it from, so we didn't stay in line for this one. Shout out to the person who brought this over. He paid pretty much like triple for it.
No, me.
Yeah, dude, you. I said,
yes.
yeah, you did. Kai did. He paid triple. So we are part of the problem. You're very welcome. And it's cute, but what is one supposed to do with it? Our daughter.
It's on the mirror of my 911 ticket.
Kai was saying that he's going to hang it inside of his car.
Yeah, man, it was. Yeah, everyone knew this thing was coming out, man. They knew about this. I remember catching wind of it maybe 4 or 5 months ago. There were rumors and mock-up pics, and of course, you know, until someone confirms it, we just had ideas. We speculating at that point, and then like a couple months ago, then it was pretty much confirmed that they were working. They had a collab in the works, and we just really last week is when they confirmed it was a pocket watch. Up until last week, we thought it was going to be a wristwatch. It was just literally last week we just learned it's going to be a pocket watch. So this is officially the first week of its release.
In the mirror, like on the inside, which I think is a very cute idea and a very good and a useful way to like deal with this. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. This is fun, and yeah, I'm curious to see how this is going to develop price-wise. Is the conclusion? How can you summarize this? Let's put it that way. I think, like I said in my unboxing part, this is a fun piece of accessory, as are all luxury watches. I think this is going to be like this fun collector's item in like 20 to 30 years time, where people will present their like full boxes of all the 8 colorways and be like, haha, remember when AP did that? Do I think this is going to harm AP as a brand? Kind of. You've seen these clips online already popping up where people are getting into a fight in front of a Swatch store. That's not good publicity. I don't care if anyone says like, hey, any publicity is good publicity. I think that's bad. If you see people like fighting for this.
Ma'am, it hasn't hurt Jordan. It hasn't hurt Labubu. It hasn't hurt Nito. If they're fighting the streets for a product, that's a win. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. If they're fighting for your product in the streets, that's a win. That means there's demand, high demand. What company doesn't want high demand? Come on now.
See anything that crazy when the Moon Swatch was released? Was it more peaceful? I don't know. It was still hectic and people were going crazy. But those fights that I've seen breaking out because of that AP and Swatch collaboration, that's bizarre. Anyways, I think in the long run, this isn't going to have that much of an impact. I do feel...
If they make the wrist part of it for it to pop it into a bracelet to turn it into a wristwatch, I'm down for it. I'm game.
Like, it, can I even say that? Sort of cheapens AP as a brand, but it makes it a bit more, what I said, approachable.
I agree, man.
Because to me, AP was always very much like this very close-up club of very limited amount of people who have access to that. And now that they have Swatch and doing this royal pop, it's a bit more endearing. Let's put it that way. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm very curious to see which colorway you like best. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a...
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay. All right, last story. Let me get out of here. Let me talk about this little movie that came out this weekend that I said I was not going to go see. And me and the wife, we had time. I'm like, yeah, let's see what movies are out. because we went hiking earlier today, and I wanted to kind of not waste the day away just sitting in the house. So I say, find us a movie. I said, and I was like, oh, go look up that movie, Is God Is, and found it, and it was in our theater. And I said it's a movie that our daughter Shania would like, right? Because it's geared towards her demographic. Shania is what I don't know, 28, 29. Like it's that whole. It's the movie that came out with Keke Palmer and SZA last year or in January. It's geared towards those young urban girls, right? A little bit of ratchet, a little bit of spice. They're in the now, they're in the know. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole grits, girls raised in the South vibe aesthetic. So it's written by Alicia. What's her name? Alicia Harris. They spent $80 million $70 million for this movie, right? Somehow somebody convinced Amazon, MGM, to give this woman roughly $70 million for this movie. This is insane. This is her. This is she wrote it and directed it. This is the woman. Okay? Let's go here real quick. Let's see. So this thing has been out, this concept that she had since 2018. The drama follows the twin sisters Racine and Anaya and their mission. Their mother, known as God, has entrusted them to murder their father, who years earlier set her on fire, burning and badly scarring their daughters in the process. Okay? This was in 2018. She had this brewing. Okay? This was inspired by Rihanna's 2015 song, Better Have My Money. Okay? Okay. Let's get a better take on her.
And I had a thought and a question, which was, what would happen if I were to create a story that was inspired by ancient Greek tragedy, but populated by people who look and sound like myself? So that was really the germ of the idea. And then as I started writing the story, these other sources of influence, spaghetti westerns, like a Afro-punk sensibility. I was thinking about misogynoir. Like I just went, and I love a good revenge tale, which is also a big part of like ancient Greek tragedy and spaghetti western. So I just let it be what it.
Okay, hold up. Let me get you up out of here. Hold up. I got him. Don't nobody touching. Nobody touching. Oh, somebody got. Oh no, I got him. Let me get you up out of here, sir. Let me get you up out of here. Okay. Let me get you up out of here. Okay, let me get you up out of here. Cause you come in here talking crazy. I don't know you, son. Like, have some respect. Have some respect. Okay. This is the woman that directed this movie and wrote this movie.
So I think
okay?
the approach in terms of like the visuals and the camera work is inspired by many spaces. But my driving force was really, how should I move? What sort of artistic leader should I be?
Okay.
And how
Let me just say it right now. This movie is a flop. This movie is dead on arrival. Okay? No diss to her, none of that. This movie is dead on arrival. Let me show you how dead this movie is going to be. Matter of fact, will they release the budget? Is God is movie budget. Now, at first they weren't giving out the budget. They were hiding the budget. Okay. What they say is this movie cost between $10 to $15 million. Okay? 10 to 15 million. You figure marketing, this thing would need to make between 20 and $30 million just to break even. Okay? Between 20 and $30 million. Yes? Okay. This movie is sitting at roughly $2 million for this weekend. Okay? This movie's a flop. This movie's dead on arrival. Okay? This movie has made $2 million. Like I said last week, this movie will probably will not be released internationally. It will cost too much. It's not worth it. This movie has made $2 million. against a 10 to $15 million budget, and it needs to make $20 to $30 million to break even. This thing's a flop. Okay, now it may do decent on streaming on Amazon when it goes to streaming or VOD, video on demand. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, let me get into my breakdown and my review of what I saw from this movie, in this movie. Okay. This is like a new age color purple for young black girls. I hate to say it. This is a young girl's color purple. Okay. Sterling K. Brown plays the evil dad. Vivica Fox is mom, aka God. Mike Kelty Williamson plays the lawyer Chuck Brown. And everybody else I've never seen before. All right, so he says that's a nice L. All right, let me get to my notes. Just bear with me. There's a lot to take in. So the two main characters are named Racine and Anaya. This is my notes. No. Yes. Okay, Racine has burns on her arm and shoulder, and her hands. Her two fingers are melded together on her left arm. Naya's face and shoulders are very badly burned. They are telepathically linked. They can hear each other's thoughts and finish each other's sentences, but they like to talk to each other telepathically. Okay. Naya has a boyfriend. Now Naya, once again, I must make distinctions. Racine is the angry one. She's the oldest. She's the angry one. Naya is the meek and reserved one, but she has the most burns on her face. She has a boyfriend named Elvis, and he makes her have sex from behind because he doesn't like to look at her when they're having sex. So he makes her bend over. Okay. They refer to their mom as God. She sends a letter for them to visit her. I forget where they go, somewhere down south. And let me just say this real quick. The CNAs, aka the hair braiders, that are taking care of God. Those are some bad ghetto bitches. Wait. The women braiding her hair, they're CNAs, right? They look good. Ratchet and ghetto, and they look good. I don't know where they found those women, those three sisters, but they look good. Okay, let's continue. It's a story about domestic violence, basically. This is a new age color purple for the young black girls. Okay, so she tells the story. They're like, Mama, what happened? So the story goes from God's point of view is the daddy was abusive, and she had a restraining order against him. He breaks into the house. He brings a present for her, and she doesn't say anything, and he chokes her out. She's unconscious. He puts her in the bathtub, and then he brings the girls into the bathroom with her. She's passed out. He dumps gasoline on her. He says, let's play a game called Wake Mommy Up. Strikes the match, drops it into the bathtub, and lights Mama on fire as he walks out. You can hear them screaming in the background. Then you hear the girls screaming in the background while the evil daddy takes a smoke, lights up a cigarette in the doorway. Okay. So Mama basically, makes a plea to the girls to go murder their father before she dies. She's dying. That's her last dying wish. They send her, so the girls kind of go back and forth. Naya, the really burned up one, is like, we can't do this. Like, can we just forgive and forget? Racine is more like her daddy than you realize. She's like, no, we need to go do this because God says so. We acting as a servant of God. We can't let God down. So they go ahead and do it. They're on the road. Then they track down Erica Alexander is another face. She plays Lady Divine. She was once with their daddy many years prior. So they go to her church. They say, "Hey, we're looking for our dad," and they find out they have a half brother named Ezekiel. She has an altar built to the memory of the dad, because the dad said, "I'm gonna be back. Just keep the church going," and that was like roughly 17 years prior. She kept her promise to keep the church. So then she steals the pocketbook that the mother had in the shrine to the father. So they run off with the pocketbook. They go find his original attorney, because their daddy went to trial over this. He beat the case. The daddy beat the case for setting mama on fire. The attorney, played by Mykelti Williamson, his name is Chuck Hall. When they meet Chuck is getting beat up by a dominatrix. He has no tongue, because after they did a flashback, because he's writing on a board because he has no tongue. He's telling them how when their daddy was so happy he beat the case, and they thought about going back to finish the job, which is the girls. And he tells the attorney this, and the attorney's like, maybe we can do this and this and that. So then the daddy kind of snaps and just bashes his head against the steering wheel, and he takes his tongue. So the whole time the attorney's been waiting for the daughters to come pay him a visit, or the daddy to finish him off. So he's been preparing to die. So then they hit him in the head with a rock. He gives him an address to go see. Let me see, Dad. The boy. Wait. The attorney. Okay, prepare it. Okay, Dad. Okay, so they find out the dad has a new wife and another set of twin boys. Okay, Naya is the moral compass of the two. She's ice. Racine is fire. Okay. Okay. So then they're being followed, and they're attacked by some guy in a motorcycle helmet, and it turns out it's Ezekiel from the church, their half brother. Because they're like, you think you're gonna kill him and take him from me, and whatever. So they lock him in a grain silo, right? Okay. So then the twins, the boy twins, their names are Scotch and Riley. Scotch is the jock, the handsome one, the athletic one, the one that likes to get in trouble. Riley is the calm, reserved one. He's seems to be more book smart. Angie, played by Janelle Monáe, is the new wife. Angie plans on escaping and leaving the kids behind, and escaping away from her husband to where, I forget what they say, where she was trying to go. She siphoned $11,000 she had been hiding from him. So then the girls kind of show up and ruin Angie's plans. So they're in the middle of the road. She's trying to drive off. And they're like, "You don't know who we are," and blah, 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 blah. And say, "Hey, she was like, well, I thought y'all were dead," and whatever the case. And Racine's like back and forth with Angie. And she's like, "Nah, we here. And you ain't going nowhere. We're going to, finish this, whatever." So Angie's like, "I'm trying to leave. Y'all messed up my plans." So then they get into it, and Angie spits on Racine. Racine then begins to beat her in the head, beat her to death with a rock in a sock. So then the girls go back to the house to go meet the twins. The twins, they show up. The boy twins think they're strippers. The boy twins have never been told about their twin half sisters. Okay. Yeah. Angie wanted to go to Yucca Valley. Meets the twins. Angie spits on her. Okay. So now the twins think the dad hired strippers for them for their birthday. But Riley's like, "Nah, man, our birthday ain't for another 2 weeks." And then Scotch is like, "Well, Dad's on a fishing trip. Maybe he gave us our present early." So they think they're strippers. The girls play the role like, "Okay, yeah, we're here to whatever." He's like, "Yeah, go in the third room." So then Scotch calls a bunch of the homies over. The girls come out in lingerie, start stripping. So then Scotch is like, no, hey, you, the ugly one, I need you to turn around and dance because I can't stand to look at your face. Of course, that makes Racine upset, because when they were little in foster care, some little boy called Naya ugly. And then Racine proceeds to beat him in the head with the bat off camera. So Racine's always been like the protector of Naya, When people call her ugly, she takes offense to that. So then Naya runs off. She leaves. Racine starts dancing. She tells the older brother Scott to go back. Let's go to the back room to finish this dance. Naya and then Riley are talking in the kitchen. They kind of have a connection because they're kind of both like the odd twin out, right? So then Racine kills the older brother Scotch. She crushes his throat with the rock. He comes out the room, coughing blood. The homies he drops dead. The homies leave because he called the homies over for a show, right? The homies leave. And then Riley sees what happened. And so then Racine and Naya get into it because she wants to go ahead and kill Riley too. And Naya's like, you can't kill him. Like, he didn't do nothing. Like, you're doing too much. We're going too far. Blah, 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 blah. They get into a fight. Naya takes Riley and they run off to hide somewhere outside the house. Then all of a sudden, Riley tries to strangle Naya. He's like, yo, you just killed my brother. I don't care what he did. So he's trying to strangle her. And then here comes Racine to save the day. She stabs him in the back with a bunch of garden shears and they throw his body in the pool. Okay. So then, wait. Okay, kills Riley. Okay. So then by this time, Riley is unconscious. Not Riley, but Racine is unconscious. The dad comes home. Naya drags Racine's body into the house to hide her underneath the table. The dad sees the boys' dead bodies. This man fixes a sandwich and some chips, sits at the dinner table, and he says, hey, come on from under that table so we can have a conversation. So then Naya comes out, and they're talking back and forth. They're asking and answering questions back and forth. Naya's like, why'd you do what you did? And then, this is the one part in the movie, like, I'm like, let's hear the dad side of the story. So the bad guy, Sterling K. Brown, tells this side of the story, like, your mama wouldn't let me stand up in my own house, wouldn't let me be a man. I was like, okay, well. And he said, what I did was a perfectly acceptable response to a man with no control, with lack of impulse control. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. And he said, well, I didn't try to set y'all on fire. I just set your mama on fire. He said, well, what happened was your mama grabbed you. She grabbed y'all and pulled her into the fire with her. So, of course, Naya's like, that's not true. He's like, yeah, I would never hurt my babies. Y'all's my babies. I just wanted to kill your mother. So you think they reconcile because, she grabs his hand. They go sit down on the couch. You think this is a moment of reconciliation where she's going to forgive him and you're like, okay, where Racine's still passed out. So then all of a sudden, the bad guy, and he backhands Naya, punches her in the face. And he's like, listen, you're pus. There's something I had to remove, and tell your mother if I could do it again, I would. So he really is a bad guy. He's a psychopath. He's really unhinged. So Naya and the daddy square up. He's like, oh, you really want to do this? Because he told her to just leave. He said, hey, just leave, go home, and we'll just not think about the blood that's been spilled. She's like, I'm pregnant. You got a grandson coming. He's like, oh, okay, we'll go home, and then when you come back, bring that baby, back so I can bounce him on my knee, whatever the case may be. He gave her a pass to leave, whatever. So they square up, they go at it, and then all of a sudden here comes Racine to jump in to help with the fight. The most unrealistic fight ever. A goddamn grown ass man. Sterling K. Brown is 6'1", 6'2". I mean, really, if this were a real fight, it'd be over in 2 minutes. But it's the movies. Of course, they find a way to beat the daddy. Beat the daddy in the mouth with the sock, and they overcome and beat the daddy. And the daddy runs off, and he runs off into the bathroom, and then they push him into the tub. They beat him some more, push him into the tub, put alcohol on him, and then set him on fire. So they're watching him burn because that's what the mama wanted, right? And so as you think he's dead, they're about to walk away. Then the daddy comes out of the tub on fire and pulls in Racine. And part of me was like, good. Part of me was like, good. At least you got one of these little bitches. I don't know. Part of me was happy that daddy got one of them. Okay, call me a sadist, but part of me was happy. And So Naya runs out of the house by herself. The house is completely burned down, and she's walking off. Mind you, there's no fire trucks, no cops, no ambulances. I'm like, where's the emergency services? And she's like, well, the wife is like, well, they live off way far. I'm like, whatever, plot hole. So she catches a bus back to wherever, and then there's a down shot of her with the baby. I guess down the road in the future. She's wearing all white with this baby, and she's like, yeah, story of redemption and all this and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna tell my baby all about her auntie Racine, and then the movie ends. There's your movie. Is God is. So the woman is God because in this movie they say she created life. She's like, well, she did create us. Never mind, the daddy had nothing to do with it. Okay, got you. Parthenogenesis. Okay, cool. This is just a new age, a young girl's version of The Color Purple. This movie will come and go with little to no fanfare, and this movie is an instant flop. So that's my only good takeaway, that this movie will flop hard. Okay? No, she never got caught for the murders. Never. So, all right. That was it. So I've been on for 2 hours. Perfect. I gotta get ready to go to work in the morning, y'all. This movie is, catch it on streaming, man. I wouldn't suggest you spend $31 on tickets to go see this thing, but I had an opportunity and I wanted to see what, if it was as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'll say this. It looked good. It was shot pretty good. They maxed out their budget for sure, because I read somewhere someone said that they spent $70 million. I was like, there's no way this movie was $70 million. So this movie cost between 10 to 20. No, 15 to 20. 10 to 20. 10 to 15. Okay, wait. Yeah, this movie cost between 10 to $15 million to make. And, okay, so. Wait, what are you talking about? The movie was decent, but the AI monkey was corny. What movie are you talking about, sir? Are you talking about Michael? Okay. I mean, kind of late, but okay. I know I can't wait to miss. I mean, listen, it'll go to video on demand first, and then it'll go to directly onto Amazon after that. Yeah, this movie's gonna come and go with no fanfare, despite the Rotten Tomatoes 97% score. Nobody gives a fuck. Once again, another misandrist hit piece by another black feminist. Like, who sits down and thinks about, let me write a story about a black man who burns his wife and children and then runs off to mess with other women and have more kids with other women and then have a new wife and have a whole set of typical narratives. Old Papa was a Rolling Stone narratives. The black man can't keep it in his pants and he's violent towards his women and children. Like, okay, so there it is. There, y'all ain't missing nothing. You're not missing anything. So, but if you got young nieces, young cousins, female cousins, they might like this crap because that's their lane, that's their speed. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. Until next time, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night, and I will do the same.
One of the ops rich, catch them on tapes, put them in chase. Always on like a bitch, look like a dog, double bitch. Talking all my hoes, I might stand my name for a wrist. I've been busting on his eye hole, she live in the six, I know it's a wrist. These bitches popping in, they catch them in live and take off the sleeves. Turning off heads and popping my shit, my shot, I fucking you up, like, we know it's okay. Cut out.
Walking that bitch like, how the hell y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Ready to turn myself in down at the station. I made a killing today. Always gonna be money. Always gonna be hoes. Always gonna be something. The only thing you got is your word. I put that shit on my mama. No, you really just can't get comfy. Gotta keep that.